Dear students, in your previous video, we learned what is Visual Basic, how to start Visual Basic 2008, and what are the components of Visual Basic window, and how to use the toolbox controls on the form. Okay, in this video, we are going to learn how to create a form, how to draw controls on the form, how to delete the controls, and how to set the properties of the control, and also how to save and run the project, and also how to open, close, and exit the VB project. So now let's open a new project, and I will show you how to create a form. Okay. See, as I told you, by default, form 1 will be displayed in your screen. If you wanted to change the name of this form, what should you do? You should go to the properties window. Click on the form and go to the properties window, or you can right click and select properties. It will take you to the properties window. So here under text property, I'm going to change the name as Hello World. Hello World. It is form 1, but the text of the form 1 is Hello World. Okay. Now I will tell you how to place the controls in the given form. Okay. So you have to double click the particular control and you can drag it wherever you want it, or you can click on the control and click it and drag it. Can you see that plus A symbol here? There is a symbol plus A. Just click the left mouse button and then drag it. Okay, how to delete this control? Just click on the control, press delete key. Click on the control, press delete. Okay, if I want to change the property of this control, see the properties window will change the properties according to the control you select. If I'm selecting form, it will show me the properties of the form. If I select the label control, it will show me the properties of label control. Okay, so see, I'm selecting. I wanted to display this heading as my first Visual Basic program. So what should I do? I have to go to the text property. Label 1, I'm going to change the text as my first Visual Basic program. Name will be label 1 only. Okay, my first Visual Basic program and press enter. Okay, if you wanted to change the font, or if you wanted to change the size, border color, all this you wanted to change, what should you do? So you have to click on the control and go to the particular property. If I want to change the font property, I have to go to the font property or just scroll down and see. So name is label 1, as I said. Now see the font property in the F1. You just see, you will see there is a, here you just double click over here. Okay, you can see the font dialog box. From here you can change. If I wanted to change it to Times New Roman, I'm selecting T. And if I wanted to make the text bold, I wanted to increase the sizes 20. And if I want to underline, I can use this. Strike out, I can click on this. I don't want both. So I'm just clicking OK. Okay. So as I said, you can increase the size of the form. Just increase this way. So what is the other control to be placed here? I wanted a button to be placed here. So I have to select the button control from the toolbox. Okay. So this is second one is the double button control. Double click it, or you can click and drag it. Okay. So if I want to change the text as button, click. Go to the properties, text property, go to the text property and change the button one as click. Only the text I'm changing. The name will be button only. Same here if I want to change the properties. Okay, I wanted to change this. I wanted to change the font as Times New Roman again. If I want, I can change it. Go to the font, double click it, and then change it as Times New Roman, bold, if you want. Otherwise, you can keep it as regular. Okay. If you want to change the sizes, 20, and click on OK. What about the other properties? Okay, if you wanted to lock the control in the particular place, if you don't wanted to move it by mistake, if you click it and if you move it, you don't want to do that. You can lock the control. How to do that? Just click on this, go to the properties window, click on the control, go to the properties window, go to the locked property and make it as true. If you want to change the back color, so you can go to back color here, back color property and change it as control light. I wanted this as control light. It is also possible. So the same here. If I wanted to lock this also, I can lock. So I can go to lock the property, select the label control, go to the lock property and change it to true. Okay, I've changed the font and size and style also. Now I want to change the border style. What can I do? I have to go to the border style here and change it as fixed 3D. Okay, then if I want to change the back color, I want to change the back color as info. I can do that also. See, so the back color has been changed. Okay, this way we can change these properties of the control. Next, I wanted a text box here. So basically what I'm doing, this is my first basic Visual Basic program. When I click the button, I want to display some text in the text box. Okay, so I wanted a text box here. Click it and drag it or double click the particular control. This is a text box. Okay, so now what is the name of the text box? That is text box 1. See, this is the name of the text box. Text box 1. Now you know how to create the form, how to draw the controls, how to delete the particular control. Okay, how to lock the control also. Now how to set the properties also. So now let's see how to write the code. What is mean by code? Writing event procedure. Okay, there will be event for each control. We need to write the procedure for that particular action, that is events. So what I said, if I click this, I want the text to be displayed. So what should I do? In this button, I want to write. If I click this button, display the particular text in the text box. Okay, for that I have to go to the code window. What should I do? Double click this button. It will take me to the code window. Till now, where we were? We were in the design window. Now we are in code window. So we can move from this tabs also, or we can move from here also, from the solution explorer window. Okay, this is view code and this is view designer. Okay, code. From here also we can move. See, all the controls whichever I've used in the particular project will be displayed here. Form 1, button 1, label 1 and text box 1. See, for this button control, we have various events. Any of the event according to your requirement you can use. Okay, so this click event, double click event, drag drop, drag enter, drag leave, enable change, everything. Okay, so now I'm going to use only the click event. So for all the controls, not only for button, for the every control, there are some set of events. You can write the code accordingly. Okay, so now I wanted to write for button 1's click event. Can you see? The program always starts with private sub and ends with end sub. So your cursor is in between these two. That means you have to write your code over there. So just double click the button for which you wanted to write the code. It will take you to the code window and the cursor also will be placed in between private sub and end sub. Now write your code now. I want text box 1 dot text property as hello world. Not only in the design window, properties can be changed in the code window also. Okay, now I wrote this code. Now I wanted to save this project. Okay, so first you save the project. How to save the project? You can click on file, go to the file menu and select save all, or you can click on shortcut control plus shift plus S. Why I have to say save all? Because I want to save the form also, I wanted to save the code also, I wanted to save the whole project also. So better to say save all. Okay, so here it is given as Windows application 2. If you want to change it, you can change it. Okay, say VB program and I'm going to save this. Okay, it is saved. It has been saved. Project also saved, and your code also saved, and your form also been saved. Now run the project. How to run the project? There are three ways to run the project. Okay, go to the debug menu. Okay, and say start debugging, or you can click on this start debugging button on the toolbar. Okay, or you can press F5 from the keyboard. Okay, F5 function key, F5 from the keyboard. So just click on this. Okay, now your project has been debugged. Okay, there is no error. Now I want to do click here. So the text has been displayed here. Okay, this way you should create your program and write your code for the program and then save the project, then run the project. Now let's see how to close the project. Open the project. Already I showed you how to open the project. Now let's see what is closing and exiting. You must be knowing what is the difference between closing and exiting. Closing is closing only the particular project. Your Visual Basic will not get closed. If you say exit, your whole Visual Basic program will get closed. Okay, so I'm just showing you that. File, close, or close project. So project only is closed. Your Visual Basic program is still on. Just file, exit, it will be closed. Okay, thank you, children.